Let's do it.
I want to pirate it. Here we go.
I'm not ready. I'm just kidding.
So, as we always start PKA now with the new YouTube, I kind of think we're live. I don't really know. It takes a while.
It works.
I'll check. I'm refreshing.
It says starting soon on
It says
mine.
please stand by on mine.
Yeah,
and it says like error occurred.
Well, I think what's happening it's the delay. Like the stream now, since YouTube updated like a month ago, is literally like 2 or 3 minutes behind the show.
Yeah.
So we can't tell we're live until we're 2 or 3 minutes in, and we always
People are
start
watching
off-
us right now.
Yeah.
You're like,
people
what are
watching
they
us
staring
right
at?
now are mad
Hey,
because
you-
we're late. But
You already have 36 dislikes and we haven't even started.
Oh.
That's crazy.
welcome
That's
to
good- that's a
Wasted
good ratio.
Channel, baby. Yeah.
Ah. At least it's not all red now. It's just like a little bit less green, you know?
Dude, every channel I start, or every video I upload, there are like 40 dedicated haters just hard scoping every video I upload. And they're just like, dislike.
We should like try and break your record for likes, whatever that is.
Oh, now you're talking.
You can try to break my record of likes. It's like 10,000.
We're good. I see us.
Yes, yeah. This is us.
I feel like I'm
a
leaning
minute
too
ago.
much.
Somebody said they're gonna roast me now in the comments. I'm not. Is that something I'd enjoy? I don't.
That means
No.
I'm gonna make fun of you.
I think YouTube roast would be an awesome idea.
No, you get enough of that anyway.
No, but I mean like legitimate like other commentators roasting other people.
Yeah,
not
you
like
get enough of
friends.
that anyway.
No, I
Have
mean
seen my
friends
Twitter
doing it.
feed?
I mean friends. I don't have.
I want to be on whatever panel this roast happens because I got a lot of shit I can just throw at people.
Dude, I got topics. We have some that we talked about just before. Should I kick off with? Oh, wait. Before topics, I often forget this introduction. So, on the left, we have the RadBrad. RadBrad is a YouTube channel. Is it YouTube/TheRadBrad?
Yeah. I didn't ever think it would get this big, so I didn't. If had I thought it would, I would have changed the name just a little bit. But
He's got that kindergarten simile over there.
Dude, the RadBrad is a good channel. People make bad. All right, so let me finish the introduction. We have the RadBrad. We have Wings of Redemption. You guys know him. Love it. FPS Kyle. We have
Yep.
Lefty, and then
Worst branding on YouTube.
Worst brand. Yeah, I was just gonna talk about that.
There you go.
I
Yeah.
think Hutch still got you beat, Lefty.
Oh,
Oh yeah. I can't talk about him though. No.
yeah. I don't want to say anything negative about it, but we were gonna talk about branding. The RadBrad is awesome. When I hear the RadBrad, I instantly know how to say it. I know how to pronounce it. I can tell a friend about it verbally, and they can type it in. If I heard it yesterday, I can get to it today. A bad name is Lefty646.
No,
but
man.
643, let the
That's
number play.
rough. That's rough.
It's Lefty OX anyway.
Yeah, it's left.
Hey, it could be worse though. It could be worse.
What is?
No,
646
you would have 643 Productions.
Oh, okay. My bad.
Yeah.
Did I forget something?
Oh no, it's
Random
gotten
number?
bad to the point in the lower third where I put the wrong channel name. Instead of youtube.com/LeftyOX, I put youtube.com/Lefty643, a channel which I have no control over. So just some guy has gotten a lot of people from PKA being like, "Oh, is this Lefty here?"
If you're, this probably isn't a great PKA topic, but if you're interested in being a commentator and you want to make a new channel, the name should be easy to spell, easy to remember. Cnanners is a great name.
Yeah, it is. The Banana Man.
The names don't have to mean anything before you get there. Kinko's, Coke, Pepsi, FedEx, Cnanners. These things have almost no meaning aside from the meanings that they have now, right? That's all there is. But it should be easy to spell, easy to remember, easy to get to. A bad name is like, I don't know. Let's say Lefty643, where you replace the E in Lefty with the 3. That name
Okay,
sucks,
yeah.
right? That's like the worst possible name. Oh,
I don't
and
do
if
that.
you want to make it worse, refer to
Add some
yourself
X's.
as George all the time, right? Just, just mix it up all together. They can
What do you get? I'm getting a lot of feedback really quick. People are saying your mic is quiet. Are your levels all good on the YouTube or on the Windows
Says you might be using the wrong
volume mixer?
microphone.
Thank you. I will look into it.
Just before.
XJaws does a good job of that. He's pretty well.
How do I
branded out.
sound? Do I sound all right?
Oh, you sound wonderful.
You sound fine.
I feel like I
I
need
gotta
a mic
say, I
cover.
don't like my channel name, to be perfectly honest.
Really?
What's wrong with Wings of Redemption? What's wrong with that?
That rolls off the tongue.
It does.
I just
I
don't
just
like it. I
mythic
don't like being
creature
referred
shit.
to as Wings of Redemption. Like,
I call you Wings.
So
I don't like
I
that
made
either.
my mic louder. Looking here. I hope that it's okay. We'll see over time.
When are you gonna make that cooking video that I've been trying to get you to make forever, Wings?
I mean, Hot Wings of Redemption?
Hot Wings of Redemption.
Already done it.
Oh, I missed it. All right,
You need
I'm
to
going.
make that a series. You can't just use Hot Wings of Redemption once and then throw it by the wayside.
I tried to make it. I tried to make a hot sauce like a legitimate one.
Hot
Like
Wings
Newman's
Redemption.
Own?
Go get some jars and get your face put. Your face has to be on the label, or I will not buy this shit. All right. That's the only thing, and but it's got to be like finger licking good on the. It's got to be something funny. I wanted to say like Wings of Redemption's finger licking sauce, and have your face on it wearing a chef's hat, and I will buy a fucking quart of that.
Copyright. Get on
How
that.
about a chef's hat with like a little messy face, like a little 3-year-old?
Oh yeah, done.
No. You with a chef's hat on with like stuff all over your face.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah. Beautiful.
So the mic thing was XSplit was pointing to the wrong mic, so I had to stop XSplit and come back. I hope that the whole world saw that as just like a blink of off and not like something absolutely horrible. But anyway, thank you, Lefty, for pointing that out to me.
It's so weird seeing you guys like 3 minutes ago talking. I'm like trying to keep up. That's all I got to work with though. I was just watching myself like 3 minutes ago. I'm like, why did I do that?
I'm just gonna start doing stuff randomly to mess with you. I'm just gonna like
Front
freak
center.
out.
Right. Yeah.
Be like, what the hell was that? What was coming at him? I don't know. Whoa!
Just-
Whoa!
Right. And then he'll watch this 3 minutes from now, and that'll be that.
So have you guys been following the whole North Korea thing on the news, or
I don't think North Korea's got the bowels.
I don't either? But have you? I don't think they've got the cock, to be honest. I don't think they can reach us. But I think it's funny. I just think it's funny. These guys. I guess we should start because a lot of people probably don't know what the deal is. Anybody want to fill us in on the specifics? Because I think I know most of it, but I don't.
I haven't
get any
really kept
facts
up
from it.
with it, so I'm in the dark as well. I'm actually
So-
reading it right now. So
Yeah, so I guess they're basically North Korea put out an announcement they were going to do another nuclear test, and it was going to be involving some sort of ballistic missile that would be able to reach the United States, and this is like their answer for the United States, and all, you know, their normal propaganda that's just crazy shit you would never hear come out of anyone's mouth unless they were in a James Bond movie. And it's funny. It's just funny because it's like some tiny kid who's picking on a bully.
It's
And-
North
and you're
Korea
just-
has
you're
a
just-
funny thing, right? Like, Kyle, we're losing you. By the way,
No.
I thought I was just hearing it wrong. I thought my connection was going bad.
no. Even in the pre-show, it wasn't. Kyle, it turns to total static at times. Are you still there?
Yes, I am.
All right. But you're staticking.
Am I still?
Yes. Every time you don't talk, we get a full-on hiss. Do you have a different mic you can switch to?
I can make adjustments.
I
Sounds like he's whispering.
Yeah.
Sounds like you just yelled at. He's like, I can make adjustments.
I can make
I
adjustments.
can
He
try.
may have fixed it. I don't know. Can you talk?
How about now?
Ah, well, that
Sounds
was
good.
You fixed it quicker than me. All right,
Yeah,
cool.
there you go.
Yeah.
See, if I were over there at Woody's house, this show would go off without a hitch every single night. Because I know the answer is unplug the black wire. Boom, problem solved.
Put you on the bomb squad too with that.
Why don't you come say hey?
Yeah, something about North Korea. They don't follow the normal rules of diplomacy. Normally, all the tough talk happens in private rooms, and in public rooms, they're like, hey, yeah, you know, America's a great ally. We appreciate all that they do for us, and we love them, etc. North Korea? Dude, what do we have? Hey, is this a wife, girlfriend, sister?
This is my girlfriend, Dylan.
All right.
That's fine.
When are you going to put a
like-
ring on that finger? We all want to know.
Hopefully soon. She doesn't know that though.
Tell her in 3 minutes she can see me waving at her. About 3 minutes.
She's on the couch behind me, so I told her to come say hey.
All right. Ms. RadBrad. Nice
So
to meet you.
basically, we got old man dies who was, plum bloom crazy. New guy comes in, even crazier and young.
Now, about the crazy thing, I've often wondered about that. Like, I'm not sure if they're legitimately crazy or not, because they tell us, no matter who our enemy is at the time, that this person is batshit insane, right? Like, Saddam Hussein, right? Now, don't paint me out to be some sort of Saddam Hussein sympathizer or lover or whatever. But I don't think he was crazy or stupid. I think that he had a really tough population to control, right? The Kurds, the Shiites, and the
Sunnis.
Sunnis. Thank you.
He couldn't afford to look weak.
And he sat there and he managed to keep them all in one united country, which was tough to do. The United States was pissed off at him and they wanted his oil and stuff. They freaking took back Kuwait and he managed to get them to stop at the border. There's something going on in this guy's head that's not just batshit insane. You know, he was working with us in some way that, I don't know, it was beyond just crazy. Kim Jong, right? He's crazy, right? Crazy madman, etc., etc. But he sure did get a lot of energy and food out of Bill Clinton, right? That guy gave a ton of resources to them so that he would stop building nukes. And what did he do while we got all this food and oil, or we gave him all this food and oil? He finished his nukes. They paint him out to be a guy who, whatever, can't tie his shoes by himself. Yet in reality,
crazy doesn't mean tie your shoes. Crazy means you have aspirations that are bigger than yourself. I look at North Korea as the little girlfriend that's hanging out the window talking shit to the professional fighter. My boyfriend's gonna beat your ass. What you gonna do about it? You know, that's what I look at North Korea, because they think they got China got their back, but China's sitting there calling them out right now, saying no, you can't be doing that. This is our main money. This is our bread machine over here. This ain't 1960.
I don't know. I still got to hand it to a country and a ruler that gives a giant middle finger to the United States and the UN. Like, oh, so you can build nuclear weapons and create a Cold War that lasts 40 or 50 years, but if we do it, ooh, can't have it. Well, screw you, we're doing it.
Our leaders are never crazy, right? They're just responsible and lovely and perfect in their way.
Yes.
Completely.
Yeah. They get voted in by our very reasonable electorate, who may always make sound decisions and good choices.
Yep. And never trapped by their own power, ever.
No. Yeah, they don't go corrupt. They don't take bribes. No. Our leaders are perfect. They don't gerrymander the system to give themselves either job security or a majority off fewer votes. That's not how we run. Have you guys seen the gerrymandering news lately? So I'm not sure it's a great PKA topic, so I'll try and explain it quickly. Gerrymandering is when people rearrange the population into these districts to get power when they don't deserve it. So let's say hypothetically that we took North Carolina, divided it into 10 equally populated places, and all of them were sort of 50-50. That'd be near ideal. Every one of those districts would have competitive elections and it would be cool. But once, Party A gets in charge, they redraw the district lines. And they make it so that there are 2 blowout wins for Party B, and then 8 safe-ish wins for Party A. That's gerrymandering. They say, look, Wings has voted, I'll make something up, Libertarian every year for the last 19 years. Then he's a reliable libertarian vote. We're going to draw the border around his house to include this. Wings' neighborhood always goes Democrat or Republican. Therefore, we're going to include his neighborhood in this district. And that district, like 1 to 2 districts might win like 80-20, and then the other 8 districts win 55-45. And now, when you look at your representatives, it's 8-2 in power of, somebody because of gerrymandering. So that's always been the way that, the House of House of Representatives has worked, but now they want to change the presidential election to do that. And in particular, it's states that have Republican control at the state level that are going blue at the presidential level. States like Virginia, Pennsylvania, I'm trying to think.
Damn, South Carolina.
Pennsylvania. I think I said that twice. But anyway, yeah, like Pennsylvania, the way it goes now is it's an all or nothing thing, right? You win the state, you get the electoral votes from it. They want to basically split up the electoral votes at the presidential level or on the blue states and then have them go all or nothing on the red states. And it bums me out that I'm the only guy who's heard about this. All right.
Well, this happened a while back,
all
didn't
it? All it does is reassure me that it doesn't matter who I vote for as a president. They already picked beforehand. I mean, people like, if you don't vote, you shouldn't be able to bitch. I mean, your vote didn't count either.
No, I believe that you don't vote. You shouldn't bitch thing. Hey, I have another topic.
But wait, I stayed home on that day. I, who had nothing to do with electing this person, I think it's the people that vote that have no right to bitch. You
I
vote
disagree,
for the wrong
nah.
guy and vote him in?
To me, the theory goes like this.
Why do you disagree, Woody?
If you voted and your guy didn't win, then you have every right to complain. If you voted and your guy didn't do what he said he was going to do, then you have every right to complain. The only people who must remain silent are those who didn't vote.
You act like you couldn't make up your own mind in your head.
No, I'm saying there's two scenarios that can play out. Either he isn't the man that he said he was, or my guy didn't win. In either case, if you vote,
What
you
about
have a
my
voice.
case? I didn't want Romney or Obama.
Did you vote for the guy you wanted?
He wasn't on the ballot, and he weren't going to win.
Write me in.
We can just get everybody on YouTube to do that.
Yeah, exactly.
That might
You still would
might
be
get the
1%.
state. Yeah, you might be.
You might be Alan Keyes. He keeps putting his name on the ballot, doesn't he?
I don't know if it was this year, but yeah. Anyway, they're trying to gerrymander. They're trying to change the districts so that places that went to
How about
Democrats
we worry about
now
our
get
fucking
split
money
up.
besides gerrymandering? I'm like, seriously, ain't there bigger things to worry about, like maybe the state of the economy or how the currency's dropping off?
Who
Oh
your
no, let's worry
elected-
about if we're going to get in power for another 4 years.
Who your elected
Fuck
officials
you.
are is a pretty big thing. But yeah, the big budget fight is going to happen in the next month or two.
I don't think the presidency is a big thing at all. They don't ever really do anything.
They do
major.
stuff. Yeah, no, they do stuff.
They
I
pick the
understand that they
Supreme
have
Court
all this power,
justices.
but what did Obama do his first 4 years?
Well, there was that healthcare thing. I understand it was a big effing deal.
Yeah.
There was the bailouts.
The bailouts that changed the financial.
But I think,
landscape
wouldn't
of the
any
country.
president be handcuffed?
Any president would have done that.
Yeah, no
Any-
president would have had the balls to be like, no, screw you, J.P. Morgan Chase, you're going under. Good luck firing everybody.
Yeah, as a matter
I
of
don't think
fact,
anybody
there
would
were
have the
two
balls to say
bailouts.
that.
I don't know if everybody knows, but there was a bailout that Bush did right before he left, and then there was a second one that Obama did right as he got there. That almost like proves your point. You know, wouldn't have anyone done it? Yeah, as a matter of fact, Republicans and Democrats both did it within a couple months during the crisis.
I look at a president as a guy who has papers pushed across his desk. He doesn't take the time to read them. He has somebody telling him what the papers mean, and then he signs his John Hancock on them.
I think there's more to it than that.
There is more to it than that. This is what I see the president as, a figurehead.
That's a king or a queen. That's what they are.
You can't forget Obama.
Well, you could look like, all right, Obama's not look. You don't think Obama's looked at as like a figurehead for our country?
Yeah, actually, in the United States, they have both jobs. I'm sorry, I have.
He's got personal servants and everything. This is not fair.
I wish I could see. I can't see anything.
You will in like 3 minutes.
I will in 3 minutes.
There you go.
You're gonna see a glass of milk and some cookies.
I'm seeing what everybody else is seeing.
This is, oh gosh. All right, so here, let me show you what they delivered to me. Wait, I need to put myself on the big screen.
I'm
There's
anticipating.
good stuff there.
This is some sort of Oreo. Kyle, your mic? Did
Oh
you
wow,
change
what
it
was
back?
that?
No.
This is Oreo cookie pudding cake or something like that. It's some sort of Oreo cake thing that needs to be eaten.
Want.
And this is, you can't tell, but it's strawberry milk in a straw. This thing is filled with pink little beads, and when you drink the milk through it, it turns it into strawberry milk.
You're painting a pretty good picture because I can envision it, but I just can't.
Woody's being a glorified fat kid right now.
Oh, man. So Oreo cookie pie / cake / ice cream plus
Woody,
strawberry milk.
Well, beside the cake, you're not convincing me, Woody. So far, we've confirmed that the president is a figurehead, and pretty much anybody would do his job that was in office.
Well, he can't. He does have, I mean, plenipotentiary powers over some things, but I mean that's the whole idea of checks and balances, that he can't have that much power. He can sign executive orders. He can pardon people.
How many people has he pardoned?
They usually do that at the end of their term, their
Yeah.
last term.
How about this? Bush took how many damn months off when his second term?
Oh boy, he took a lot.
Hey, I can see the cake thing now. That's pretty good looking.
I'm just saying, like,
that some
we
Oreos in
survived
there?
as a country with the president not even doing his job.
Well, talk to Bush.
All right.
What was that Family Guy thing where they're like, where somebody he was like, I'm like president.
I have a
President
way
Bush.
better topic. I want to start with Wings of Redemption. Wings, have you seen the video of Giovanna?
No.
Giovanna is a girl. I saw the video. I'm going to estimate her to be high school age girl. A little chubby, but that's not relevant. What is relevant is this. On camera, on like a webcam or something, for some reason, she took out her tampon and sucked on it. Have you not seen this?
No, I haven't.
This video is
That
going
sounds like a fun
viral.
topic.
It's the topic of, like, dude, everybody's talking about it. Now when I go to Reddit and stuff, what I'm seeing are reaction videos to people watching this. They're like, throwing
Why is
up.
it a reaction video? Have you not seen that show, My Strange Addiction, on TLC, where they like eat like glass and like Ajax and mothballs and shit?
So I hadn't actually thought of it in those terms. Like, she might have a My Strange Addiction. I thought she was kind of just sort of going for attention, for shock value, and never thought it would get viral. Like, in my own case,
If sucking on a tampon gets you a viral video, give me one right now.
Oh no!
I'm pretty sure it doesn't work
Wings,
like
please
that,
don't. Wings.
here's what I want to say. There was one time when I was in a live stream with like 80 people or something, right? And 80 people, if I was in a room with them in a podium, I would think I was talking to a lot of people. But it was somebody else's live stream, by the way, on Twitch or something. I don't even remember what the topic was, but I was in some drama at the time, and I talked about it, whereas normally I would just ignore it and let it fade away. But I talked about it because in my head, 80 people, I'm practically alone. This is an intimate setting. You know, this is it's just you and I. No one's watching this. 80 people's nothing. But sure enough, you know, they tell two friends and they tell two friends, and all of a sudden, you know, like, instead of it dying down, I gave it more fuel. And I think something similar happened in her head. Maybe she was live streaming, there were only a couple of people watching it, and she never knew that what I'm gonna totally make up numbers. 12 million people have seen this already, right? I don't know. It's reposted everywhere lively.
It's not on YouTube, is it? Because
It
I wouldn't
be on-
imagine that's...
No, but there's reaction videos on YouTube, which of course drive
Okay.
more attention to... Is it Live Leak? I think that's what the site is called. You guys help me out here. It's called Live Leak.
It's live leak. Yeah, like
Yeah,
you got a
okay.
leaky roof.
Right. Okay. So there's a site called Live Leak, and they'll host anything. You know, girls eating tampons. There's a lot of like army footage there, or I'll say military footage of people like killing insurgents and stuff, and you see them actually die and stuff. So nothing gets taken down from Live Leak, and there she is doing it. So my question for Wings of Redemption: hypothetically, you're this poor girl's father. How do you counsel her through this tough time?
Turn the internet off.
That's actually a pretty good first step. But there's more to it, right? They're talking about it at school, I'm sure.
I understand they're talking about it at school, but you turn the internet off, you go to the principal, you go, I need a leave of absence for my daughter. Let 2 or 3 weeks go by, let it cool down. Even when she gets initiated back into school, there's still going to be talk about it, but it's not going to be as bad as the initial burst, like when it's hot topic. You let the next flavor of the month come along, and boom, you're out of the hot water. A year from now, nobody remembers it.
That's kind of pretty sound advice.
Yeah, you sound like a guy who's maybe been through some online drama before.
Just maybe.
Maybe, I don't know. But isn't she like really into the idea of being an internet celebrity now? Doesn't she think she's like a celebrity? I mean,
I don't know. I actually got the topic from a Twitter. From a tweet. Someone asked me, Woody, what would you do if you were Giovanna? I hope I pronounced her name right. What would you do if you were her father? And I was like, damn. What was the girl that got online bullied and killed herself? Amanda something, maybe?
Amanda Todd. You also
Yeah.
had Megan Meyer.
Okay, Amanda Todd is the one I was thinking of. I see her as at risk for it. You know, she must...
Ooh, dude. Ooh, dude.
I'm scared to watch this video.
She hasn't put it in her mouth yet. But
Does it look like a dog's penis or something?
A little bit. It's it's tampon. It's swelled up a little bit, and there are chunks of what I'll call moist scab on it.
Don't even say that.
I
horrible,
just
man.
ate, and I'm getting.
Yeah, I'm like reading comments that
You
people
know
are
what my
leaving.
daddy always told me? If something bleeds for 7 days and doesn't die, you don't trust it.
No.
All
What
right.
is wrong with this chick?
Did she put it in her mouth yet?
No.
Live reaction
what else,
video.
You know what else this means though? She's
This is live reaction.
in her mouth.
Dude, I have seen a lot of yucky videos, right? I watched Two Girls, One Cup because it was on an online, it was on
I
an
watched some
off-roading
blonde chick,
forum.
like draw hearts and shit on the shower.
I watched Two Girls, One Cup. I thought it was like funny and that these people were crazy, and I replied back to the forum that showed it to me. What? No one else is into this? Like as a joke. That was my Two Girls, One Cup reaction. It was kind of like, meh. I'm from the internet. I'm used to this. This video, I had to skip around. I did not watch it through. Something about this was double revolting to me.
Maybe because you got a young daughter.
Dude, at around 2 minutes, she starts playing music.
Did she like still got it in her mouth?
She hasn't put it in yet. She's still like psyching herself up, and she's taking a drink of water.
What kind of music is she
Don't you
playing?
drink the water after the fact?
Well, I think she's got enough for the whole time. The one I'm watching has 30,000 views, but there's lots and lots of them. She smelled it, and she's like, "Ugh, it's horrible."
I keep seeing people talk about IFly. Who the hell is that?
We can
He's
get to
a-
him next. He left YouTube, but I would love to cover him sort of in
Oh,
retrospect.
it's in her mouth.
What about the other guy? There's another one like this from last week, where the guy. Well, it's more of a picture. It's not really like somebody putting a tampon in the mouth. You see the picture that the what's that service that everybody uses that they post their pictures on and they do like little graph effects on the side.
Are you thinking of Instagram?
Instagram. Well, this guy put an Instagram up of a baby and he drew a cock on its cheek and pointed towards its mouth.
I saw that.
Yeah.
I
And
saw
now
a
they're-
picture of that.
Now they're trying to get him for child abuse.
Oh, that's.
Is that child abuse? Discuss.
I mean, I think posting it on the internet, maybe. I mean, it's
How is it child abuse? It's.
I don't know.
I mean, like, first off, babies look alike. I mean, that's numero uno. Babies do look a hell of a lot alike. Second off,
For what it's worth, Wings, after you have kids, I think you'll find they don't look as alike to you as they do now.
okay, well, there's a lot more me's than there is people with kids. Babies look a lot alike.
All right, fair enough. Carry on. Or at the very least, you could argue that his identity will change, right? You know, babies might look different to me, but when he's 6, I'm not going to recognize him from a baby picture.
Yeah, correct. He won't even know unless you tell him about it. It's not like he has like, you know, a mother or something that's in pornography or, you know, a mother that put a tampon in her mouth when she was like 17,
Hypothetically.
hypothetically. He's going to get over it. He won't even remember it. So how is it child abuse? It's not messing with his mental. It's not messing with his physical. It's the same thing as like drawing a dick on a buddy that falls asleep at a frat house.
Except it's a baby.
Except
Except it's a baby.
All right, I've got a question. What about, and anyone who perouses, if that's a word, adult video websites have seen those little flashy ads in the bottom left or right, and sometimes it's some weird shit. And a lot of them are like, you know, Ron Jeremy's secret to a 12-inch penis, and I'm thinking like,
Ron Jeremy no got a 12.
yeah, exactly. First of all, Ron Jeremy's got a 10-inch penis. Second of all, if he had a secret to get to 12, he wouldn't be telling me, and it would be costing more than this website.
I want to know
But,
how he shrunk down to 10. I could use that advice.
Yeah, exactly. Right, right. I mean, you're killing a woman with 10 anyway. I'm sorry, but
Yeah, and 16, trust me, it's a nightmare.
oh, I feel sorry for those guys who have.
I'm just making
I
jokes.
honestly feel sorry for anyone with a penis bigger than, say, like 10 or 11 inches, because they don't even work properly anymore. Your heart doesn't even have the capacity to
That's
inflate
why you
that
carry you a
motherfucker.
damn blood bag and a halo around, Kyle.
No, that's
It's like,
You know what?
No.
I've never seen anyone associate penis size to height, and it feels like it should be. You know, because I'll tell you, the length of your fingers is somewhat associated to your height. The size of your hands and feet are somewhat. If I take a guy that's 6'7" and a guy that's 5'7", don't you think the 6'7" guy has bigger feet, bigger hands, bigger fingers, bigger ears,
What about
bigger
all the
eyeballs,
little guys
bigger
that are
skull,
fucking
longer thighs,
missile?
longer calves, longer torso, longer spine? But oh no, not penis. Oh, that can't be.
What about those short guys that are packing the fucking wood? Like Ron Jeremy ain't tall.
Yeah, I've seen some midgets packing some heat. online.
Oh
Bringing the
man.
Louisville Slugger to the
Or
game
little
every
people.
night.
Sorry, whatever they're called.
This is nowhere near where I was going with this.
Hold on, I have a, do,
I don't
do
know what the
gu-
topic is anymore.
I
do
know,
guys
I
still
know.
fall for that? Why do those banner ads still exist?
Because guys still click them.
Really? They
Oh,
do? You can't make
Yeah.
your penis bigger unless
What
you
about-
have surgery.
What about the ones that say you
Not
can fuck
happening.
somebody in insert town tonight?
I
Oh,
can
yeah.
make mine bigger. I just look at naked
We-
women.
We've closed off we've closed off membership because too many women have joined our social website. Bullshit.
Really? So many attractive women joined your website that. All right, I have two things that what I just for a funny story I heard the other day. But I just wanted to say, what have you've probably seen those they're like the cartoon pornos that'll be like flashing like near the normal people porn, and
Right.
it's always like youngish looking cartoons. That's the stuff that I could imagine would be slightly illegal. But I think if you literally like take Microsoft like paint or something and like paint a genital onto a child, I don't think that's illegal, is it? It's distasteful.
I don't think it should be. I wonder about a lot
Yeah,
of
it is a little
so
distasteful.
people are assigned this title of sexual predators. Just to be clear, I don't have that title, but I don't think that they sometimes deserve it, right? So let's say you violently rape someone. I shouldn't even get in this topic. You're obviously terrible, right?
Bad people.
Bad people. Clear. Let's
Women
say,
aren't made for that.
No, right? Thank you. And if it's a kid, right? Obviously, bad. But let's say hypothetically that you got your conviction for browsing 4chan and maybe stumbled across pictures that you weren't even going for or whatever. Should you be the same sort of sexual predator that the hardcore guys are?
You can be labeled a sex offender for pissing in public.
Oh,
Yeah.
You know what? That's a better
It's
example.
a touchy subject.
Yeah, let's not go. It's a super touchy subject. And I don't know why.
You gotta be
bro.
careful, especially on here.
Yeah,
'Cause
especially
you know
me.
our audience's age is,
But so there's different levels of sexual predator, but there's one level of in the U.S. you sign a registry, and then when you move into a neighborhood, they notify the entire neighborhood, "Hey, be advised, there's a sexual predator living by you." And sometimes these people are like two 16-year-olds who engaged in consensual sex who weren't old enough to.
yeah.
Sometimes there's like a guy and something imaginary, like cartoon children porn. That one scares me a little bit. I haven't thought all this stuff through. But, it just feels like there should be different levels of sex offender. Peeing in public is the greatest example I've got. That's not even sex offender to me.
Does brony porn put us in that ballpark? I'm worried a little bit.
Okay, so we've vaguely touched
You know what
upon
bothers me though?
those fake websites that claim that there are like so many women on there that they had to like close the membership. So I wanted to talk about actual adult dating websites, and there's a lot of them. And I have never done this personally, but my girlfriend has girlfriends who do go on.
Your
these
girlfriend has
sites.
girlfriends? Tell us more.
You know what I mean? My girlfriend's
I know what
female friends who she has a friendly platonic relationship with. Some of them have used these websites in the past to websites, and I was like, why? I was like, so and so is attractive, and so and so's attractive too, and blah 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 is she's okay. She shouldn't have a fucking website. She's not a freak, and basically they're like, well, it really speeds up the process because you can schedule 3 dates a night. You can schedule like a 5 p.m. date. You can schedule like a lunch date and then a 5 p.m. date and maybe like a 9 p.m. date. And you could have all these guys, and that way you're really knocking them down. And
Kyle, are you the
finding
pro
the one
dating
you
site
want.
person or the anti-dating site person in this conversation?
I really just don't think it's necessary.
I think you are 5 years out of date. I think back in 2008, maybe 2005, that going on online dating was kind of embarrassing, whatever. Now, that's how people meet. That's how singles get together. You seriously want to meet people at a bar? Like, that's your thing? No, man, you can get a much broader audience. You can meet the people you actually want to meet. There's Lots of amazing single people who just aren't good at the first step of dating, and you can get past that with online dating sites. The single hypothetical version of me would be all over those sites, and I have friends who are divorced. They kill it on those sites. They pull more tail than you.
Yeah, well, let me say this.
Kyle's
just got quiet.
offended.
Oh my god!
Let me tell you this,
You
though.
did not say that.
Attractive girls go on dating sites because it makes them feel good.
They want compliments, and they know they'll get it there. That's how it happens.
There's girls I've seen on these dating sites that are, 8, 9, some 10s, knockout gorgeous. Like, these girls will not have no trouble in hell to get a date.
Mm-hmm.
And they'll sit there for like 2 years just sitting on the dating site, browsing, chatting, just to get the compliments pouring in. Just guys
PKA
pouring over
Dan.
them, the desire.
Do you guys remember Dan from PKA? We had him on, over a year ago.
Yes.
All right. That guy at times rocks 5 girlfriends at once just from these dating sites. And I've seen them. He has pictures on their iPhone, or he pulls up their profiles. And these are attractive women. He calls them retreads. He's like, the retread market is excellent. there's a lot of hot divorced 30-year-old women out there. And he's like 42 or something like that. I forget. He's older than me. And he just pulls in retreads like nobody's business. That's his deal.
Okay, so let me tell you about one of these blind dates. Well, I won't call it blind. One of these internet dates that one of these girls went on. Okay, so she goes out with this guy, and he takes her to dinner or whatever, and everything goes okay. She says that he's a little bit boring and he's a little bit of a nerd, but that's okay, and he's kind of obsessed with his work, and on and on and on. And he's like, well, would you like to come back to my place for a drink? And she's like, yeah, sure, I'll come back for one drink. So she goes back to his place for one drink, and as soon as they step in the door, she says she smells something that is so bad that it seemed impolite not to mention it. It's such a strong smell that if you didn't mention it,
Can we
the other
describe
person
the
might
odor?
think something.
Is it poo?
Demon shit.
Demon shit.
Does she have pets?
Yes. Demon shit. No, this is his apartment.
Does he have pets in this apartment?
Yes,
I'm-
demons.
I'm not
Shit.
done yet, Woody.
Oh, all right. I'm sorry. Carry on.
So she's like, I'm sorry, but there is an odor, and it is quite overwhelming. He goes, oh, I didn't tell you? I've got monkeys. She goes, no, I think I would recalled if you had mentioned that you had monkeys. He says, well, come with me. I'll show you. Upstairs in an extra bedroom, he has 5 cages full of goddamn monkeys, and there's monkeys everywhere, and they're freaking the fuck out. And she goes, and this is how sweet this girl is. She's gonna stick with it. She goes, what are their names? He goes, they don't have names, and closes the door.
Slowly.
That's
he
what you
doing
get from
science?
internet dating.
Oh no! Because Dan's pulling, like here's my experience. Not my personal experience, but Dan, right? So we were flying to Dominican Republic last year, right? And I got sick on the first leg of the flight. I was actually up all night working and everything, getting ready for the trip, getting my channel all sort of squared away, and I had no sleep, and then I took a flight, and somehow on there I got sick, like actual like barf bag sick. It was a terrible experience. And the stewardess I was like, can I throw this away or something? And she's like, no, you keep that with you. Like for the rest of the flight? And she's like, yeah. Like I was being punished or something. So I mentioned this to Dan, and I'm like, is this protocol? I thought they'd have a place to throw it out or something. And he's like, I don't know. But one of my girlfriends is a stewardess, so I'll ask. And sure enough, he pulls her up. I see her, on his phone. She's beautiful. And there's this hot piece of stewardess tail. And she's like, nah, on my flight, we would have thrown that away up front or something like that. That's That's what I think of when I think of online dating. Hot stewardesses.
I think Kyle's got like that 1% there. I mean, like,
Yeah.
like on ABC
I've
News
had
right
some
now,
bad
there's a woman.
experience happen.
So Brad broke the golden rule.
Yeah, pretty much.
So are you able to sneak some copies of certain in the back every now and then?
Oh, no.
Hypothetically, if we were to call that Best Buy and say, "Hey, it's Woody. You got Modern Warfare 4," how do you think that would go down?
Do you
Well,
own your
actually,
own
don't-
car,
I
Brad?
don't work there anymore, so
Well,
that
she
was
might.
like 2 years ago.
Do you know someone? You got contacts?
You ever
at
had anybody
Best
put
Buy?
porn on like all those TVs at one time?
No, we have played like full movies. It's a lot more strict than you would actually imagine. Like when I worked, I was primarily in the back. I would talk to customers occasionally, but I was in the back warehouse. I would get like the TVs and stuff. But when I would my job was like catch people stealing and shit, and you would be surprised what people would try to take. Like people would like risk their life for like a CD. It's terrible.
What they try to a CD? Like, what's the
Yeah, like-
stupidest shit you ever seen them try to steal?
Pretty much CDs. It's people you least expect. I saw like moms and daughters come in there stealing like just movies and Blu-rays and stuff. It's stuff like that, but I don't know.
How'd you profile them? I want to hear this.
I didn't do it. Like the way what job worked was, I would go up there and just assist like the loss prevention guy, but I never actually caught anybody stealing. They have such a weird way. It's all different now, but the way it used to be, you couldn't just stop somebody and say, "Hey, I saw you take that." You would literally have to watch him walk into the area before they took it. Otherwise, you couldn't stop them. Like that's how fucked up that was. And so it was the way the system worked there was horrible. So I think your stream stopped.
Yeah, I'm checking it. It's weird that
Story time got crashed.
if I were being DDoSed, which is the usual explanation for this,
Oh yeah.
we wouldn't be able to talk. Like I'd be gone.
Yeah, denial of service or whatever it's called, or distributed.
We're not live right now. This Gianna Plowman chick.
We might.
We might still be live, Wings. Hold on.
Yeah, don't
Yeah,
go do anything crazy.
Don't go counting on that. If you're still talking to, you can hear me, right? Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
My net's
I
up.
think people may just need to reload their streams.
Well, since he's doing this, I'm gonna talk about this Gianna Plowman chick. Like, I'm looking at her Twitter, and she's like, "I'm sorry, I didn't mean to be evil to you. Please don't hit me."
The stream's
at Chris
good.
Brown.
The stream's good.
Yeah,
Okay.
and
Can I? I'm sorry, Wings. I want to interrupt, but a little tech talk on the stream. If you have that problem, if it looks like we froze, please just refresh the page. I had a problem earlier today where a YouTube video took way longer to upload than it normally would. So I don't know if YouTube has an issue or my network, or I'm not quite sure actually. But if there's an issue, reload. That's the best advice I have for you. Carry on,
Yep.
Wings.
I'm just saying, the chick is crazy. She is. She's justifying what she did. She enjoys being famous, and she's got 140,000 followers. I ain't got that many.
But wait, she also
How
said
many
she was
you
gonna.
got?
She said she was gonna
I
kill
got
herself.
70.
See, I only got 36. We gotta change this.
We do. This bitch puts a tampon in her mouth, gets
Quit
double my
crying,
shit.
all of you. I only have 16. So
We're gonna have to change that too. How about that?
that's okay. That'll work for me.
We're gonna get a Twitter.
As long as I can ride your coattails to Twitter stardom.
That's all it takes.
Wings, if you want like 100,000 Twitter followers, it's so easy. All you gotta do, go get a live chicken, and live on a live stream, start with a live chicken, end up with a cooked chicken, make Hot Wings Redemption, and eat it.
I have somebody sent me a Hot Wings Redemption finger licking sauce picture on Twitter. I don't know if they sent it to you guys.
Yeah, I see it. It's pretty good.
You're wearing like
It's pretty
a
good.
white hat and it's a full red background.
I'm gonna retweet it right
And
now.
it says, "P.S. I suck at Photoshop."
He puts it up at the top. I like that though. He's like, you know what? I'm kind of bad at this, so here you go.
Fuck bitches, go to space.
What else did I have? Oh, dude. So I read this story. I don't know if it's a great one, but fighter jets are going to be equipped with lasers next year. They're literally using lasers, and it's not to shoot down other fighter jets. It's to shoot down the anti-air type stuff. So the missiles they launch at planes are going to be shot out of the air with lasers.
So basically, what's going to end up happening is the planes are going to be so good at countering each other, they're going to be irrelevant.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah, I guess actually that's
to
a
me, if we have lasers and you don't, then we're good and you're bad. It's not until you get lasers, at which point we're
But you know
both
we're going to
screwed.
turn around and sell these
Hey,
fucking
Woody, you're-
lasers to the competition.
Nah,
They're saying your mic is low again, Woody. Just so you know.
You think-
I'm just
you think
gonna.
they're
All you
miss
gotta
out
do
on
is
that?
all you gotta do is put a big mirror on the front of that missile, and you're good to go.
There you go.
Problem solved.
Have they gotten to that point? I know they were testing lasers to intercept ballistic missiles. Does that
Is it like
work?
those? Is it like that gun that intercepts mortars? Because my brother said that thing sucks.
I don't know. They can do crazy things. I know there's an advertisement on YouTube where there's guys with like a chemical laser or something like popping balloons.
Oh yeah, I got one of those. Woody's seen it.
My brother said they had one of those little guns that like lean in and hit mortars that they get shot, and he has never once shot any of them.
Well, that sounds like a military project. Yeah.
Every time I think lasers, I think of Dr. Evil. You know, that's just like the image I have when it comes to like the government and lasers.
You know what I think
Yeah.
about this? I think about that. Remember in Iron Man where Tony Stark gets hit, the missile lands in front of him and says Stark Industries on it? I think that's what's going to happen here.
Yeah, I've got one of those. It's a 1 watt laser, and it pops balloons and lights matches and burns through paper and hurts you and pretty much anything you want to do with it.
I can confirm that part
lightsaber.
about it hurting you. That's true.
I bet it hurt.
Cigarette burn?
Yeah, I was gonna say like putting your finger over a match. You know, like how bad does it hurt? Well, how long do you want to hold your finger
Hey,
there?
how long you want to keep it there?
Yeah, it's just like a finger over a candle. You know, if you pass
Think you
it
can
through,
drill through somebody's hand?
it would take a long time. It would take a long time. But if you hold it there, you'll have a little burn mark. Just a little. It's like a very tiny concentrated flame.
People keep spamming iFly in your feed. I don't understand. Like, what is all that?
So let me tell the IFly story. And
I don't even know who that is. Who is that?
IFly is a YouTube commentator, and he had a channel that was based on talking about Call of Duty stats. So he would like test guns and test gun combinations and compare them to each other, and there's a market for this. A lot of people who are looking to get better at the game like to be informed about how the guns work.
Somebody's got some static.
I don't want it. Oh, I don't hear it. Do you still hear it?
I think it's good now. Yeah, we just
Okay.
went away.
And I'm trying not to draw attention to his troubles. He can someone help me phrase this better? He got in online
He jerked his
drama.
gherkin on the camera, and he got caught.
All right,
Oh, wow.
I wasn't gonna put it like that.
Well, I mean, I don't want to drag the dude's personal life down. So if talking
So-
about
It was a personal issue. He was there are amateur porn sites where you can get on camera for the express purpose of
Jerking
putting
off
on
for
a.
other men.
the 4 things I see on Google search.
It's
when I
not
type
just for
in
other men
internet,
though.
It
It's
says
For whoever wants to watch.
it's for whoever wants to watch.
It's whoever has
This
an
is-
interest in watching guys do that. And
Okay.
Or women, or couples, or
Right.
he, she's.
all I see when I search his name, it autofills Twitter, FAP, video, scandal. That's it.
yeah.
How?
So-
What was the name of that website? Chatterbait.
Yeah, chatterbait.
I totally didn't mean to bring this kind of attention to the guy.
Yeah, we can change subjects if you want.
To-
I kind of
to-
feel
I
bad
got
because I
this
can't
question.
mention
Like,
it.
how long was his shows? That's the key.
I don't know.
Was
I
he
don't
knocking
even know if it was the
45-minute
first
shows out,
time
or
he
was
did
knocking
it.
3-minute shows out.
Are we grading his performance now?
We can.
I want to know why are there so many he, she's from South America?
So here, let
It's
me.
popular down there.
I actually know a lot about this that other people don't. I'm not going to share everything I know, but because what happened was I thought it wasn't him. I put up a video. This is actually a dual com with Kyle, and we were like, dude, it's totally not him. IFly's skinny, and the room was generic. It had like white walls and stuff like that, and his haircut was generic, like even more common than mine. It was like a cop, like a high and tight, is if you know what that is. Every cop, every military guy, everyone has the same haircut. So we were like, dude, he looks kind of like him, I'll admit, but the guy on the camera was much stronger and bigger and etc. And it wasn't him. Turned out we were wrong. And I made a correction video, and that was the biggest mistake I made. I didn't want to be part of the publicizing effort. He was trending globally on Twitter for it. So it wasn't like I broke it, but I took that video down. Anyway, I don't know if I should tell. He actually wrote me on Skype once, and he's like, Woody, how much will it cost to take the second video down? It's the second search result when you when you search for IFly. And I'm like, I'll do it for free, no problem. He's like, no, I know you feed your family with this, that YouTube's a business, whatever. And I'm like, it's already down. Don't worry about it. And he said, thank you. And so he's trying to sort of put his life back together. Haters started contacting his superiors because he's in the Air Force.
Ooh.
And they got their attention. I don't know where it went from there, but they definitely called him in and talked about the possible outcomes of the mistake that he made online. And it's going to have real life ramifications. The worst case scenario is some time in whatever military prison is, like 40 days or something like that, having to pay back his student loans because he did it through ROTC and losing his job. That's the worst case scenario. It goes all the way from there to nothing to somewhere in the middle. Like, you're still going to be in the Air Force, but you'll never be a pilot.
That sucks. That's
Like
like your
jerking
whole
off
life
a
is just
fucking
like-
camera.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's sad to me.
Oh
that,
man, Lord, please don't let him squash a baby's head or anything. Good God.
Yeah, it's
That man jerked his dick. You act like you don't jerk your dick when you go there and have that flabby fucking wife of yours look at you, your old General cock. Come on now.
wait a minute.
I think
That
he was
was
just speaking
Bullhouse.
generally. I think he was speaking generally.
I don't know, like, I caught like the tail end of that. I was listening and then Wings just stepped in. That's all I heard.
Wait,
Yeah, so essentially he was doing what just about every guy does, but normally in private, in public, and the backlash for that sucks. And the trouble is, there were a lot of people who intentionally went out and tried to destroy this man's life, and I find that to be extra bad. Like, I don't know. There's I forget the guy's name. Some friend of the drama guy, like, he's also in the Air Force, and he was like, I know who his commanding officers are. I'm going to alert them. I'm going to let them know. There's a YouTuber, a YouTuber that you guys have probably heard of, who went to his wife's YouTube account and sent her a message. Now, she's not a YouTuber. She doesn't really check her YouTube messages, doesn't know or anything, but her phone was connected to the YouTube account. So she got a message on her phone saying that she had a message on her YouTube account. She watched it, and it was her husband, that short little video of him doing this thing.
No!
Yeah, a popular, semi-popular YouTuber told his wife about it just out of spite, out of meanness.
Wow.
Yeah, and so she found out through that channel, I want to say, rather than him being able to like sit her down and let her know what's coming. So
That's like the saying goes, like, people say, I think it's like, it takes 10 years to build something, but 10 minutes to destroy it, and that's kind of what the internet's like. So
yeah, yeah, that's really
pretty
true.
much it.
I feel bad for him. It seems like a minor online thing, but there are so many people out there just thirsting to destroy others that even if you make a mistake
I sometimes
online,
don't think these kids understand that some of these things they do actually do have ramifications past YouTube.
yeah. Yeah.
So, do any of you guys play anything besides Call of Duty, like
I
Dead
play
Space or
everything.
anything like that? Because I'm a huge Dead Space person, so that's kind of how I got started on all that.
Yeah, I actually plan on doing a Let's Play of Dead Space 3 here coming up.
Yeah, that's
I
like
need-
the next big thing I'm doing too.
I didn't finish mine. I did the second Dead Space, and I got to this section where, like, what happened was I was playing on the hardest difficulty, and I'm in this tight spot where I like don't have enough ammo to deal with the bad guys, and I can't escape. I can't go forward. I need to be like this super version of me that only exists once in every 400 tries to actually
Yeah.
get past this part. And I'm live streaming it all, and it was just
Ooh,
like,
that's the worst.
I know.
That's the worst.
Right?
People criticize that move
Oh.
at the exact, actually 3 minutes after it happens. You're like fucked. Like,
Yeah.
oh, they're seeing that now.
So some live streams, like Borderlands, to me, everyone's good at Borderlands, right? Like, you just play, it's a fun game. Assassin's
Yeah.
Creed is the same way. My kill death ratio in Assassin's Creed is like 1,000. Like, I don't,
Yeah.
like, I just like, oh, is it me like 1 against 30 in a fist fight? I like
And
my
you got
odds. Yeah, you better come back with a gun. So those games are just fun. But
But Dead Space is a whole different. You either got it or you don't. That's what that's all like.
I might down my level of difficulty on it and just get through.
What
that
are you
section.
playing on? Like the hardest one?
I did.
Real man play on hard. Go hard or go home.
You know, but I don't
I
take
play on normal.
I would.
Is that bad?
the
Hey,
last
I've played
couple?
so many games. I got to.
The last couple of games I've played online, I've played on normal, like for a live stream, because, like, for example, I can beat, of course, COD on veteran. I always do. But to watch me play it on veteran, man, it's so careful. You carefully, like, pick off every guy in the headshot moving through. You can run and gun and laugh and tell jokes and enjoy yourself on normal. So I think, you know, while you might like veteran for yourself, for a live stream, I think the show is better on normal.
I agree with you there, but I still had this philosophy: as hard as the minimum difficulty any man should accept for themselves.
What do you guys think the best game of 2012 was?
2012?
I mean, yeah, that was.
It to me,
I didn't really buy any games that year.
I'm thinking, you know, well, Borderlands 2 comes to mind. I really like that one. It wasn't a year that I think was like a standout. Don't forget, like, so Modern Warfare 3 I liked a ton. To me, COD has a ton of replayability, but I feel like that's a predictable answer. Borderlands 2 I liked a ton. Minecraft on the Xbox came out in 2012, so that counts for something.
That was a big seller too. That guy made a ton of money. Not just the PC version, but like the mobile device and.
Dude, we've bought. I don't know how many times we bought that game in this house. We have it like upstairs, downstairs, on the iPad. Like we have it everywhere. What was I gonna say? I lost my train. Oh, so Minecraft on Xbox, if you can count that. But I don't. Like, to me, if you were to go back a couple years, like 2007 or something, it'd be like, oh, well, Portal. Portal was the game that year.
Yeah.
And, I don't know, someone else might say Heavy Rain was the game that year, Uncharted.
That was a fun game. That's still like a stand-up game. Like, me and my girlfriend actually played that one.
I need to play that one again. I didn't play that one live. I just played it privately, and I quit on it. I quit on it because I spent an hour doing bullshit. Like I had to place the dishes on the table. I had to push.
You're not a good father.
I had to push the kids on the swing, and pushing kids on swings is boring. Yeah, I know you're supposed to love it, but it's boring as hell. It's just facilitating someone else's fun. What did I put the dishes away. I put the dishes out. I put the kids on the swing. I washed the dishes. I walked around a whole ton of places, and I'm an hour or two into this game, and I'm like, God damn, this is like,
yeah.
My real life is better than this.
I actually think it's cool about certain games can't do it, but games like that, like any of the characters are like there's like 4 or 5 main characters, like any of them can die in certain scenarios. Even like halfway through the game, you could lose.
I've heard that.
Something.
Hey, did Far Cry 3 drop in 2012?
Yeah, it was a really
it
good
did.
game.
Yeah, that's a really good game.
I bought that, and I want to play it on my channel.
You playing on PC or 360?
PC. That's what I bought it for.
That's the best one.
So good.
Low
That's-
quality graphics of PC is still better than 360.
People ask me, you know, Woody, are you an Xbox, PS3, or PC guy? And my answer is always, whichever one's the best for that game. Like, I was going to get Assassin's Creed 3 for PC, and I tweeted about it. I was like, hey, where should I buy this? And everyone was like, no, Assassin's Creed, that's a console game. You want that on the Xbox. It comes out first. It has all this stuff. That's where it plays best. Borderlands 2, you know, where do you want to buy that? Well, in my case, like Borderlands 1 was better on console. Borderlands 2 is better on PC. That's where I played each of them. So I just play it where it's best.
I actually just met the main guy behind Gearbox because Machinima actually flew me out to California. January. It's like about 10 days ago, and so
Aren't you
I met the executive.
Wow,
yeah,
look at you.
Well, there's gonna be a video. It's about like
Gods of
just
Gaming.
basically-
You and the Gearbox dude.
It was me, Kutra, and then the executive producer of Halo 4, and then Gearbox. It was also part of the video. So it's pretty cool.
Nice company.
Yeah. It is.
And I'll say, don't forget me.
Well, I was just surprised they let me out there because that's the first time I was reading about people contracts and stuff and getting shit or just changed up. I was like, everything is bad news and whole thing. And I was like,
It's a business as usual in another department.
yeah, I was like, what the hell? They've never invited me for that. So.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, I can hear you. People
Uh,
keep saying your mic's low, but I don't know if. I mean, it sounds fine to me. So.
Prior to this, I think I was just DDoSed. I think it's time to get a whole new Skype and call it good. It feels like I need a new super secret crazy Skype ID every month.
This is these people that want to watch the world burn. These are the same motherfuckers that want to mess with this guy's personal life over some stupid bullshit on the internet.
So why do people hate you enough to do that? That's
They
like.
don't hate you. They like the power. Ain't got nothing to do with hate.
Yeah, a lot of it is a power trip.
It's just a power trip.
Yeah. That's terrible, man.
I mean,
So, like, the bigger you get on YouTube, the more haters you're gonna get, obviously. But some people got it worse than others.
like I bought this big internet line just to live stream. You know, uploading faster was just a plus for it. Can't even use it because every time I jump on a live stream, boom, I'm done. Done.
Yeah, that's
I've never tried I've never actually tried to live stream. I have a fast enough internet, I think, to do it, but I've never I make so many mistakes and I
You
do
know,
so much editing when
I
I'm
haven't-
playing games.
Can you hear me?
Yeah,
I'm afraid that my mic's there. I don't know what the status of my internet is, but I haven't tried what you do. That's what I want to do. I want to play for a couple hours. Live streaming to me is easier because I have an audience to riff off of. Go back and forth. They leave their comments. It's funny. I do my thing. It all works out great. When I play just me alone in the camera, I have a tendency to shut up. You know, you need to put on a show during a let's play, and I don't know.
I just kind of put I just kind of put it's so different because I used to do the Modern Warfare 2 where you talk about a gameplay that you already got last week or whatever, and it's for me personally, I found that was so frustrating because I would have a tendency to where if my mind's not distracted as I'm talking, then I have a tendency to not really, I don't know, I'm too much of a perfectionist to really just go the first take on it. Now I would sit there on a 5-minute video and spend 2 hours.
That's how most of us do it.
And to be honest, getting a good gameplay when you're not that good, it's even worse because you see other channels like the Market J getting quad nukes, and you're sitting there, you got one, and you're like, all right, I got this.
Yeah, the thing of a Call of Duty style commentary, and I don't know if this is a great PKA topic if people are interested, but the standard COD commentary is something I'm good at. Before I did 15-minute COD presentations, I did 15-minute presentations at work. I would put my thoughts together, have kind of a sequence, just the bullet points I needed to keep myself on the outline, and then I would speak, and I do it at work all the time. And at work, I was regarded as this super speaker. And it was easy because I was surrounded by people who were terrible speakers, right? We're all computer programmers. Half these guys can't interact with other people. And then there's me, who's kind of sociable. And they're like, wow, Woody can code and talk. What a combo. Oh, no. No one's moving on my screen. Damn it. I don't think this is working.
Happening to myself.
There's no tips I could give anybody for something like that, but what I will say is I think it was all about timing. I think I changed my channel from just one thing to having just a variety. I couldn't stand playing the same thing over and over. After a game's over, I'll jump on.
How long did it take to take off?
To be honest, let's see. I was playing and I had 20,000 subscribers and I kept in the stuff. You sit there and it's just old series it's so effect and people watch the they love next 30. Now it's it was went from 100,000 to I know big luck has anything to do with it, 'cause people do what they do, but they can't. Yeah, everybody's walked in, so.
I just me. I saw around 50,000. To 420.
I never like I. You're right.
I get using that too.
But you although like the so and that there's just so much junk that recommendation someone wants to see something that he recommended wow and it's just like what my subscription it's like subscription, you know
Like I don't know if you remember the sub box before
Yeah.
look good.
I mean
I used to get 10 million of that. I'm like,
yeah. A lot of times, the thing where it's like, I was it and it was like me, it would show like part, 17 of something, then it would jump to 19, and then it's like 18's hidden because it's not on the highlights. It's weird because that kind of had a huge effect on my channel at one point, but I think they fixed that.
Yeah, I think they only allowed you to occupy so many spots on any given person's homepage feed. Because I remember that would happen with Wings on his 3-upload schedule.
Yeah.
I used
Like
to be on 5-6 upload schedule, but
I would miss out.
to avoid that.
I would miss out. Like I would come back later in the day, and then his like morning upload would be gone. I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah. I felt like I was talking too much back then. Just tell me if I need to shut up. I'll do it. I was sitting there just going on and on.
I don't know. You're the only person that's ever came on here I've actually subscribed to.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I really appreciate that, man. Like, I've actually watched. I've believe it or not, it's kind of weird, funny talking to all you guys because I was inspired by Woody, and then it was just crazy to like be in the same kind of network and
Yeah,
everything, and to like.
So I knew about RadBrad ages ago. Like, you guys can hear me now, right?
Yeah,
I keep coming and going. And,
You're a RadBrad hipster, Woody.
yeah, I'm a RadBrad
I knew
hipster.
about it before.
But he was like this smaller channel. He was doing his thing, wishing the best, whatever. And then like I look away and I look back, and all of a sudden he blew up into a hugely successful Let's Play channel.
I appreciate that. It's. I always try to be like not. I don't like numbers and bragging. I think it's awesome that I have that big of a following. And to be able to just play whatever game I want. I know like not all channels have that ability, so I really try to just take and not let people down. I try to finish stuff, and I don't know, it's given me an awesome opportunity. So
Yeah, I recently played Left 4 Dead with my wife, and a bunch of people are like, "Oh my God, Woody's getting paid by Left 4 Dead," which isn't true. It isn't true.
oh, that sucks.
Does that happen for everything you do? Like every new game? Oh, they're
everything.
paying you for it.
Yeah, clearly Woody played Left 4 Dead, this like 2007 game I played before YouTube, because the real reason I chose it was this. It's easy to finish. Like if I wanted to do a Lego Let's Play with my wife, that's like 16 hours of video or something. A
Yeah.
Left 4 Dead mission is 1 hour. Right, 1
Yep.
hour, and you wrap it up, and you can sort of just try it on for size to see if people like the content, people enjoy it, etc. If I brought her into like, I don't know, play
Dead
Gears of
Space.
Dead Space. Well, Dead Space. Can you play that co-op?
The third one you can. I think it's gonna have a co-op feature, so that'll be something. for you
That's
to try.
a thought. Yeah, but I was gonna say, we could do the Portal co-op potentially. Yeah, that one. I lost you again. I'm bummed.
What we like you were talking about, which you can just play whatever and back you is not is
like part 30 something.
Yeah.
Like
Also, make redemption. Also that.
Kill the legendary, right now. Yeah. It's like, well, it's up 8 to get some